the National Football League was about war, about winning. I'm very delighted to be here with you tonight. I use that term. That's a quote from War and Peace. That was the opening remarks of my Hall of Fame induction in Canton, Ohio. And I wanted to continue that philosophy here in Los Angeles, where it all started. Now, I want you to understand one thing. I was the 14th round draft choice. I wasn't like Eric and the rest of the guys in here, #1, and got the big bonus. I came in mad. When you look at the record of California and the amount of young men and women who participated in sports and been good at it, you wonder why we haven't had a Hall of Fame here in the past to acknowledge some of the greatest athletes that ever lived. Rayford Johnson. You know, I came here in 1961. Rayford was in the 1960 Olympics. Eric Dickerson. All the great men that are in this room, you know, big running back. And then there's Christian, who set all this up. He had the foresight to see that we needed to pay homage to the young men and women who's given so much and we're so proud of. Because, see, when you're an athlete and you go all the way, and if you're inducted to anybody's Hall of Fame, anybody who understands and respects the game that they are, they understand that it takes a lot to achieve. You are playing against the best, the world's best. Every time out, you're playing against the best. And you got to have a mean streak. You got to have a toughness that I cannot, you know, I can talk to you all day, or Rayford could talk to you all day, or Eric could talk to you, but we cannot make you understand the commitment that you must place into competing in the levels of the men and women here. I met Jackie Jones at Kersey tonight for the first time. And you know, there's an athlete that's fantastic, you know, and I'm just as chill when I meet a person like that as you. I mean, you know, we all respect each other, and we all know what we all have to pay in order to accomplish our goals. I hope and trust that this venture is successful. I hope that we get the opportunity to acknowledge all the great athletes that came through California. And I want to say to you and all the people involved in this, especially Christian. Christian is, Eric said, one of the nicest guys in the world. And I'm so happy that I didn't have to stick my helmet in his damn chest. And that's all that's important. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember one thing. Every man or woman is free to rise to the heights to which they are willing and able. But it is only to the degree to which you think and believe that will determine the degree to which you arise. Thank you.
I wouldn't play you in flag football even at your age right now. I wouldn't mess with you. I don't blame you.
I operate the same way. Some guy down in San Diego, I was doing a show down there, and some guy came up with his helmet head strap. He had to feel the sting of the head strap. I tried to explain. I said, you don't want this. You don't want to be hit with this. This strap on. Can't get down there, because I like to do it. In about a half a second, I tried to take this thing off. I'm gonna scare him permanently. Because you hit that earlobe over here, it makes a hell of a sound. Okay?
You got a big hand.
And it's gonna scare him to death. The guy ain't spoke to me since, and I've never seen him again.
Why didn't you professionally wrestle like Ernie the Big Cat Ladd? You know, I mean, I think you would have been a great wrestler.
I'm the Deacon. I'm not a clown. I took my game serious. That was my profession. I played it the best I could. I left it in great shape. And no, wrestling, yeah, you know, people ask. Wrestling is a joke. You know, I get in the ring, I'm getting there to win, and I'm gonna try to hurt you. And wrestling ain't that way.
Right.
So it never.
You did some acting though, didn't you? Back in the day, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And the Rams, which you're no stranger to. So.
Well, you know, we did a lot of things out there. You know, playing in Hollywood wasn't a bad deal. You know.
We talked to Jack Youngblood about that the other day, and he said, you know, the opportunities were there for him, for Fred Dryer, for Merlin Olsen, for yourself.
I played, you know, I was on the Brady Bunch.
Oh, I know you were on the Brady Bunch. I remember the Brady Bunch.
1968 we did that, and I still get a residual check. It was a better deal than I had with the football.
And easier. And nobody got hurt.
No.
Well, it's good having you on, Deacon. We're playing tomorrow.
Deacon Jones. This Hall of Famer played on the defensive line when all the so-called stars lined up across from him. Deacon Jones changed that forever, bringing the spotlight to the defensive end position. Jones stood an imposing 6'5" and weighed in at 272 pounds, a big man by anyone's standards. Deacon combined speed, agility, and quickness with incredible power, and this lethal combination had quarterbacks waking up in a cold sweat. Deacon Jones is credited with revolutionizing the defensive end position and earned his props by twice being named NFL's Defensive Player of the Year and voted to 9 Pro Bowls. Not bad for a guy drafted in the 14th round. Jones was the headliner, the fan favorite. He even had a cool nickname, and the Secretary of Defense didn't disappoint his followers, ever. After more than 170 career sacks, this charter member of the fearsome foursome is truly legend. Wait for it. Wait for it.